Now at 6, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Bridget Buorlo.
And I'm Matt Karen. UConn students are continuing to protest the university's ties and businesses with all organizations that support war or military efforts in Gaza.
Fox 61's Emma Wolfhorst is live in stores tonight with the very latest. How's it looking out there, Emma?
Well, Bridget, Matt, just as you were talking, a free Palestine chant broke out behind me here. There's about 100 demonstrators back there now. As you said, this started yesterday evening and has continued in today. All of these students telling me that they will stay here peacefully as long as they need to until the university meets with them and hears their demands.
Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free.
The University of Connecticut joins the growing list of pro-Palestinian campus protests across the U.S.
We will not be leaving here until UConn severs ties with the war industry.
A call for the school to disclose and divest, a want shared by most of these student demonstrations around the country.
Their actions and their burying their hand in the sand and refusing to listen to us will not be tolerated.
At every rally, every event we host, people of all walks of life, of all ages, come together and fight for justice, because justice doesn't apply to one color of person.
These demonstrators say they plan on staying peacefully as long as it takes for the administration to acknowledge their demands. But some students on campus say the protests make them concerned for their well-being.
When we live on a public campus, like, violence could happen, and that's what I'm most nervous for, is my safety.
Felgate says one of her professors canceled class Friday. She says it was the last review session before finals next week.
I'm up studying and I'm like, what are these kids doing? I mean, we're number 9 in the country and they're not taking their exams seriously. That's just mind-boggling to me.
But some faculty tell me they think it's important for teachers to stand in solidarity with these student demonstrators.
For me, it was a no-brainer that I would come out here and advocate for the safety of my students.
Newport says she's proud of her students for the way they're using this space on campus to take a stand.
There's very much a desire to protect the university as a place of exchange of ideas. This is at the core of our mission, and if we give that up, we lose our purpose.
And the faculty I spoke with today say they've emailed President Merrick asking for her to take student safety as the highest consideration here. Faculty also tell me that they'll come out here and stand in solidarity with these students for as long as they're here. And we've been here all day, and we're even here last night. And this is only about the second time that I've heard this group actually break out in chants. The demonstrations so far for the past 24 hours remaining mostly peaceful, mostly calm, and mostly quiet. But there are some chants, as you hear, breaking out now. As we've said before, these students planning to stay here as long as they need to until they say they're heard by the university. I did reach out to UConn, and they tell us university operations will continue as normal. No word on whether or not the administration does plan to meet with these student demonstrators. Live in stores, Emma Wolfhorst, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Emma, thank you. I know you'll stay on it. We have some developing news now in Simsbury, where a man is accused of killing his wife. It happened at home on Wildwood Road at around 11:30 this morning. Police say Ding Sheng Lin killed his wife during a fight at the home. The wife was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries, but later died. The investigation is ongoing. It's a social media trend that's been circulating for years, known as the Kia Boys. They record themselves stealing Kias and Hyundais all across the country.
Yeah, at least one group is currently active right here in Connecticut. And Fox 61's Julia LeBlanc is in Milford with the video and what's being done to put the brakes on this viral trend.
Well, this group was featured in a YouTube documentary released last week where they show how easy it is for them to steal Kias and Hyundais in our state. Now, police, our attorney general, and Hyundai say they're all aware of videos just like these and are doing what they can to stop this criminal behavior. A 44-minute documentary showcasing a group of young men allegedly stealing Kias and Hyundais across Connecticut.
Go get you any flat hat, any USB cord, and go get you any car you want.
Is now going viral.
Yeah, looks like your car.
Yep. We showed the video to Sharon Wardle and Matthew Mann of New Jersey, who own this 2015 Kia.
I don't know how they're going to stop it. It's hard.
The trend started on social media back in 2021, originating in Milwaukee. Then it hit the rest of the Midwest and the Northeast the hardest.
It's really been fed by social media, by teenagers seeing other teenagers steal a car and then shoot video of themselves in the act of the crime.
James Bell with Kia America says only models from 2011 to 2021 with a steel key that goes into the ignition can be stolen this way. So last year, the company created a software upgrade for those models.
If you have the software upgrade installed in your vehicle, if somebody does go through that trouble, the alarm system will run for an extended period of time and the ignition system will be defeated.
The upgrade is free to all Kia and Hyundai owners, available at their local dealership. But Connecticut's Attorney General William Tong says more needs to be done.
There has been some response and they have taken some action, but clearly it's not enough. This is still happening.
Tong is leading an effort with other states to investigate the company's response to this issue.
We're going to hold them accountable and make sure they do everything they can to make these cars safe.
And Tong says until they do it effectively, things like this will continue to happen.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
They're probably young enough where they're not going to get prosecuted, or because they're still teenagers, not 18.
Now, a spokesperson for the Connecticut State Police says that they are aware of this group and they are investigating all of this with their federal partners. We are in Milford. Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Just surprises me how bold and brazen they are. Julia, thank you. New video tonight shows the moment a state trooper is hit by a car while conducting a traffic stop in Bridgeport. This happened Monday morning on I-95 North near exit 30. The video shows Trooper Robert Coyne walking toward a parked Jeep when a Honda Accord spins out of control, hitting the guardrail. Jeep and the trooper, Coyne and the Honda driver, were taken to the area hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. The Jeep driver was not injured. My goodness, the Honda driver is facing several charges.
Waterbury police investigating tonight after a man was found dead in the Mad River. Officers discovered the man in the waters along East Liberty Street around 11 this morning. His identity has yet to be released, but police are investigating the incident as an untimely death. Anyone with information should call the Waterbury Police Department.
To Norwalk now, where a man is facing charges in connection to a swatting incident. Police say Maurice Swift called police to report that a woman was being held at gunpoint. Police responded to the home and quickly determined the call was a hoax made by Smith, an ex-boyfriend of the victim. Swift turned himself into police yesterday.
2 juveniles are facing arson charges in connection to a fire at an Eastford church from last year. Now, police say that a boy and a girl are accused of intentionally setting a fire that burned down the Eastford church last April. Investigators determined that the fire was linked to other fires in South Windsor, also a fire and burglary in Woodstock, a church in Ashford, and several other church break-ins.
3 teens are facing charges in connection to a vandalism incident at Deep River High School. Jonathan Gosnell, Henry Gabowski, and Mackie Olinger allegedly caused $20,000 worth of damage at the Valley Regional High School on April 7th. All 3 are released on bond and are due in court next month. Well, we certainly did have a beautiful start to the weekend. The question is, will it last?
I sure hope so, Max. I'm working on my tan. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank, how are you going to help with that?
You know, the sun angle this time of year is about the same as mid-August. So you really could if you wanted to. And this weekend will be pretty nice. We'll see a few more clouds tomorrow, but overall it's a bright day. It's dry during the day. And Sunday is the time that we start to dial up the warmth a little bit heading into next week. We do have a few showers to time out for you, though, for Saturday night into Sunday morning. I mean, look at this. 56 right now in the New Haven area, 62 in Hartford, and we've got that gorgeous blue color to the sky that you can only see this time of year before the humidity arrives. But it was cold out there this morning. We began in the 20s for Windham and also for Waterbury. Rebounded, though, into the 50s and near 60 this afternoon. And I think it'll be another chilly night tonight. However, I don't anticipate it being as cold as last night. So there's a frost advisory in effect. If you didn't protect your plants the last few nights, you can go without doing it tonight, but if you want to play it safe, you can cover plants or you can bring them inside. Temperatures right now are in the 50s and right around 60. And as we head through the evening tonight, no weather issues. If you want to do some grilling, hang out with friends, overnight lows will eventually be dropping back into the 30s as we head towards daybreak. And tomorrow we rebound into the low to mid 60s with increasing clouds. We'll take a look at that chance for showers coming up.
All right, Rachel, talk soon. Thank you. Hartford police are still searching for the person who stabbed a man to death in the middle of the day. Officers responding to Plainfield Street just after 3:30 yesterday afternoon for a report of a man unresponsive inside of a vehicle. That man, now identified as 41-year-old Jason Williamson, was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Officers are trying to determine exactly what led up to that stabbing.
We do believe that this incident did not happen here. We believe that this victim was involved in an altercation of some sort in Keeney Park prior to this, about 10 minutes prior. So we believe our crime scene is somewhere between there and Harris.
Police say there are people who have witnessed this fight. They're urging them to come forward at this time. Police are also looking for surveillance video of the stabbing.
On the heels of Prescription Drug Takeback Day happening this weekend, state and local leaders met today at the East Hartford Public Safety Complex to both highlight the importance of properly disposing of expired and unwanted medications and to warn of the danger of holding on to them.
This is an opportunity for families across the state to clean out their medicine cabinets.
Lieutenant Governor Susan Bysowitz, alongside state and local public health and safety officials, provided a sobering preview of Saturday's National Prescription Drug Takeback Day. 20% of teens between age 13 and 18 report using prescription drugs. 73% of them say they do it to feel less stressed, while 44% say it's to stop worrying. 51% report using drugs alone.
Even in my own family, there has been medication misuse, opioid addiction, opioid misuse that has resulted in a few tragedies.
Past drug take-back days have resulted in 9,100 pounds or 4.6 tons of drugs collected. Insecure boxes like this one across Connecticut. Unwanted pills, expired drugs, both over-the-counter and prescription.
Those drugs pose to be a gateway for young children in our communities to experiment and get their first taste of what could potentially become a very dangerous and slippery slope for them to live.
It's also important to know why you shouldn't simply empty your medicine cabinet into a garbage bag.
Improper disposal, such as flushing prescriptions down the toilet or throwing them in the trash, also poses significant risks. It can lead to water pollution, harm to wildlife, even accidental ingestion by a child or a pet.
To help encourage safe disposal, the governor's prevention partnership will be on hand at collection sites tomorrow to give away 50,000 doTERRA bags, which help make medications inactive.
I'm going to pour into some old cough medicine of my children's. It's expired. And we're going to add some water. Sorry, I should have been a little more ready here. And you can hear the chemical reaction. It sizzles a little bit.
And in addition to those medication bags, officials are also going to be giving away doses of Narcan, the life-saving opioid overdose reversal drug. To find a drug take-back location near you, just log on to our website, fox61.com.